Hi. In 6 days, I'm going to be 60. And that is not the reason for this video. But it tells you that I was a child in school during the Cold War period. And all of the 70s and the early 80s, I was a student in school. And unlike today's youth who participate in school shooter drills, we participated in air raid drills, bomb threat drills. And I remember very clearly the alarm would go off and everybody would go out in the hall and get down on the floor up against the wall and cover their heads. And as an adult now, I find that actually ridiculous. But that was what we did as kids, our drills. And kids today are trained to protect themselves, hide from an individual or individual threats within the school, within the building that they're in. Not outside, but within the school. We were trained to protect ourselves from falling rubble and debris in the event that a bomb strikes our school. Now, that was where my extent of disaster training kind of ended. And I have thought about recently, and today especially, I've thought about the fact that our country, we have the emergency broadcast system. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. In the event of a real test or a real event, you will be directed to tune into your local whatever. Okay. Today, it's reported that Kim Jong-un, the dictator from North Korea, has happily agreed to send munitions to Iran, arm them with whatever they need to fight against the United States, Israel, and our allies, if we have any left. That being said, he also said, he was quoted in this article, he's quoted to have said that anyone in our country or Israel who dares to assassinate any other leaders will face the hell on earth we threaten. And it made me think, we are saying that we are in this Iran war because Iran can never own a nuclear bomb. They can never create one, own one. They can't be trusted with them. Yet we stood by and watched as North Korea started a nuclear program and have quite an arsenal and are constantly testing their missiles. They've tested their missiles twice in the last week. All of that is to say this. There are YouTube channels, there are Facebook groups, there are places where you can go and educate yourself on what to do in the event of a nuclear war. Most people don't know. They don't know that you've got about 10 minutes to get to your home, hopefully 10 minutes to get to your home, get inside. Everybody in your family all needs to get home in about 10 minutes. You shut the doors and you seal everything up and you stay away from the windows, not because they may break, but because that nuclear fallout, when it hits the ground, can come in through your windows and doors. Think about, do you have water you can't leave your house for at least 2 weeks, And is that then even really safe? We don't know what to do because our government, and I'm not talking about our current president, I'm talking about any president since nuclear weapons have been a thing. Have any of you in my age range, 0 to 60, been trained on what to do for you and your family in the event of a disaster of that nature? Do you know? Do you know what happens if you go outside and the fallout is coming? I mean, do you know? I don't claim to be any type of expert at all, but I would like to suggest that all of us educate ourselves now, because there are threats that I am taking seriously now. We're in a bad position. Whether the war is correct, whether it was right for us to do that's not the point. That's not the argument that this video is about. We are in danger of being in a warlike situation that we've never been in my lifetime. And there are people who have zero clue as to what happens if one falls 100 miles from your home. Are you in danger? Do you need to stay inside? What do you need to do? Please educate yourself. Do the video watching. Look it up. Educate yourself so that you might save you and your family. We're not in a good place. Doesn't matter whose fault it is. That's not the point of the video. So I really don't want any comments in there about us being at war with Iran. Not the point of the video. Don't do it. Don't blame Trump. Don't tell me I'm blamed. Not the point. This is strictly find out how to protect yourself and your family and your neighbors. What do you need to have in your home? How long do you need to stay in the home? Where are the closest naval and military bases to you? Because those are the first things that get struck. So, what do you need to know? How are you going to protect yourself? This isn't a joke. It's not a slam on anything that's happening in the world. It's simply, do you know what to do? Probably not. And even if you think you do, I suggest looking up some videos and watching what other people are doing and make your best educated guess onto what's right. Because the government isn't going to tell us. Local officials aren't going to tell us. We aren't going to know when the button gets pushed until it's already in the air. There won't be any time to look it up later. Educate yourself today. Prepare yourself for tomorrow. God bless you all.